Oh, that's going to be crazy. I don't even have the real products, but
I've never even done that.
I know we've never done it. We don't even have the real things.
I've never done 4 and 4.
Well, because I like to treat you to special things, Jay. I want this to be a memorable show. I want to stop everything for a second and just have laser beam focus, all eyes on this. This is beautiful pink kunzite. And you could do an entire hour focused on this one necklace, this one beautiful combination with the earrings. It is a remarkable piece. It's a pink that you don't see, you don't find. It's a very unique pink, I have to tell you. Jay, there's only 4 minutes here as well, but this really, it deserves a lot of focus being put on it. It's a very special piece.
I have to tell you, okay, you know, in 44 years of doing this, and trampoline, I mean, just going around the world, I mean, literally you know, I don't even know how many laps around the planet Earth I've made. That, you know, I lost count. I used to count them. I lost count years ago. But I've been exposed to this material before. I've seen it. This is really, you saw starting this year, we started releasing this. 2 years ago, actually almost 3 years ago, is when I made my first connection on this material. In this particular mine. This is mined in Brazil. Actually, I was doing an emerald deal when I first saw this material. I have to tell you this, okay? This material, normally, you never see it in beads.
No.
You never see it in neckwear. It's very, very rare. And if you do, I guarantee you, it's not even close to anything they've ever priced here as far as appraised value. But you just don't see it in beads. The material's too expensive for that. Normally, when you see kunzite, you'll see it in gold. It'll be in not even 14 karat. You'll see it mainly in 18, 22, very 24 karat designs.
Yep.
It is what they do kunzite. It's actually really fairly rare. I mean, you just don't see it. And it's usually the rough material is very, very expensive. Now, not all of it. You know, this is faceted. And it's not the you know, the really super high grade. If this in the highest grade kunzite would probably sell, I'm lowballing, $10,000 to $15,000 would be probably what it would cost in the really super high grade material. If you know, if you were willing to do that, that would be lowballing it. That wouldn't, you know, that's a pretty good estimation of what it would cost. So this is your chance to own something. And here's what's cool, okay? This isn't enhanced. It's not treated. We haven't done anything to it. This is the real deal. This is the genuine, cut from the genuine kunzite rough material. But this is something you just don't see that they cut and make beads out of it. You just don't see it. And you don't see it even on, when you go to the galleries and stuff. I've never seen it in galleries. I've never seen it in jewelry stores like bridge jewelry stores that sell mainly diamonds and gold, but they also sell silver. That's why they call it bridge jewelry, bridge from silver to gold. I've never even seen it in there. And so I was amazed. I walked by this so many times, and just because one good thing about doing this, and the MineFind show's been on air for 25 years.
Amazing. And
after a while, people, you know, your reputation, your name gets around. Our group, especially, we have an amazing reputation. We always do what we say we're going to do, and we get a lot of respect for that. And so a lot of times we get approached on deals like this that normally we wouldn't be able to do, and other people aren't approached on.
Jay, thank you for kind of taking us through it. I know that there's so much more to be said, but